Welcome back to Race Control in the Volvo Ocean Race headquarters. I'm Jenny Tillich, and we are now 22 hours from the restart in The Hague yesterday. We have on the line skipper of Team Vestas Wind, Chris Nicholson. Chris, you guys got a split from those in front of you last night. Was that what you were looking for?
No, it wasn't completely our intention. It just turned out that with the way the exclusion zones were, that it was a good opportunity for us, and for a good part of the night we were gaining quite a lot. As it worked out, we're probably about even, or maybe we've lost just a small amount of distance.
The guys behind you seem to be having a really good time. Is it for any reason altogether, or there's just a good mood on board?
Yeah, Brian says he misses you and he'd like to be talking to you, but I wouldn't let him.
Okay, you're coming up towards Denmark tonight. You'll have your country that you're representing on the east side of you. Are you excited about that? Are you expecting to have any spectators, or are you just more nervous about the weather coming up around Denmark?
No, it's nice to finally bring the boat home. Before the start of the race, we didn't have a chance to get to Denmark. We're sailing past it, and then we'll be there as soon as the race is over. So it's nice. It's good for Nicola and Peter. You know, they know they're getting close to home, and part of the world where so many boats and history has happened in the Volvo Ocean Race.
One request, could you just push the mic a little bit closer to your mouth? We're having a little bit of a hard time hearing you. Okay, so final question. You were a bit unlucky in the first half of this leg with the unluckiness of the southern part of the English Channel. What are you expecting coming up here with essentially the possibility of a park up?
Well, you know, obviously we're hoping for that park up, but, you know, just in the meantime, between now and then, we're hoping that potentially these boats to leeward of us will get a little bit lighter and lifted, and we can continue up here in a little bit better breeze. Miles down from us. So I'd like for this section of it to hopefully prove itself. We definitely were a little disappointed with last night, so you know, but it's certainly not over. So that's the main thing at the moment.
Well, agreed. It's definitely not over yet, and we hope being close to your home country brings you good luck later. Thanks, Nico, for joining us. Now, here's a bit of a mashup between Charles Caudrelier and Sci-Fi about the navigation options and weather coming up.
Yes, the problem is we have a lot of exclusion zone, and we can't sail everywhere, so we have to decide if we go on the left or right side of exclusion zone. On the north of Denmark, everywhere the fleet will really come very close, and because we have a light spot to cross, a transition between strong soft wind to light east wind.
Personally, I think pretty much anything can happen. Just the way it looks at the moment is that we'll all stop at the top of Denmark. If that's the case, then so this race is still very much open. So it's kind of what we're hoping for a little bit.
So it's going to be a stressful arrival, probably.
Yes, sure.
That was what they were explaining about the TSS zones. Let's take a look back at exactly what happened after they all restarted. We had an incredible send-off from the Hague, but the TSS zones were the point of decision for most of the teams. Montfray almost took the inshore-most route, then bailed back. After we spoke with Will Oxley yesterday, Team LV Medica decided to go offshore-most to greet the new westerlies, even knowing the three behind would probably go one zone in. Behind that, Team Vestas Wind and SCA went another zone in again, but ended up losing out overnight as the breeze filled from the west. Coming up later tonight, there should be a park up and almost restart off the coast of Denmark, about 6 p.m. UTC before the final sprint to Gothenburg. The question is, how long will that restart last? Will it just be an hour, or will it be 6 hours? On board overall race leaders, it seems like they're getting a little bit stir-crazy. Here's Phil Harmer on board.
If you have a look around, it's actually grey and murky. There is no sun, but it is midsummer. Scandinavia, where we're headed to. You're too bored. Yeah, so for some reason the sun goes down late and comes up early. I mean, it's a natural reason. It's not. Anyway, you've got a pretty big nose. Did you notice that, Adam?
It's good to see Sci-Fi finally trying to get some sleep this close to the end of the race. They almost have the race in the bag, but in second place is Bauer Becking. Here's the Dutch skipper about how close it is and about Mottfrey's little mistake yesterday.
But I think they made a mistake, and I think they wanted to go maybe initially along the Dutch coast, and then Dongfeng was going offshore, we were going offshore. I think they got cold feet, and then they probably changed their minds, and that's how we passed. If it stays like this, I think we can all be very happy, but still 200 miles to the top of Denmark, and then another 60 miles to Gothenburg, so it's far from over because Mottfrey is only 1.5 miles behind us.
In third place overall is Charles Catralier and Dongfeng race team. They're starting to think about the end of the race, but they're also talking about how close it is, still with the points on the overall leaderboard.
Where are we going to, Martin Stromberg?
Going home.
Going home?
Everyone's going home. Driving, guys?
Yeah.
The problem is since 9 months we are racing, so I think it's always difficult to imagine it's going to stop. We know it's going to stop, but there is still points to take and danger for us, and we can pass from the third place to the fifth place, and we can also come back to the second place, so everything can happen, and between the second and the fifth place there is a big difference.
Sadly, it's about end of the race, and 1 more week left. And the team, we will go to each area and work in different area. And now as before, we are like one team. And actually, sometimes I think about it a bit sad.
No regrets to have done this race. Definitely not. No regrets to have done it with Dongfeng team. That was a great story. A true human story, I think, with a few great sporting results. So no, it was definitely an amazing year.
There are some great personalities on board that boat, and we will definitely miss them. We are expecting now the fleet to be arriving into Gothenburg midday tomorrow. That could change, obviously, depending on how long this park up tonight lasts. We'll know a lot more in our 4 p.m. UTC show, and we'll see you then.